In the movies, there are always fight between good and evil. But not all time the fight has to be good versus evil. We have known about X-Men and Avengers for a long time, and both of these teams are known for their good deeds. So what if we pit them against each other? There are a huge number of superheroes in both of these teams, and if we make them fight each other, it will be impossible for us to keep track and it will be chaos, to be honest. So let's take 3 most famous and powerful members from each of these teams. So now the big question, who are going to be the lucky one? No, not you, Deadpool, you foul-mouthed anti-hero. So for this video, we are going to use the movies as reference, because obviously not everyone is a comic nerd just like us. So obviously for the Avengers we all know who we're going to make the team. It's Iron Man, Thor and the Hulk. And for X-Men, it will be Professor X, Phoenix and Wolverine. Let's keep the most powerful fight for the last, which is Thor versus Professor X. We are sorry, Hulk. So let's start with the first match, which is Iron Man versus Wolverine. We know the Wolverine's skeleton is made out of adamantium. And he has impressive regenerative powers and superhuman strength. And for weapon he has, well, his claws. And for Iron Man, he is genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist. Just kidding, he has suit of armor full of firepower and a super AI. So if we go for hand-to-hand fight, Iron Man has no chance. But that won't be the case, because using his flight power Iron Man can stay out of Wolverine's reach and beat the hell out of him. Yeah, we know Wolverine has impressive regenerative powers, but we have seen him get beaten in comics by Deadpool, Spider-Man, Thor and many more. Although Wolverine's claws can cut through anything, all Iron Man has to do is fight from a distance. So I don't see Iron Man losing this. Bravo, 1-0 to Avengers. On to the next match, Phoenix vs Hulk. Some say she's more powerful than Professor X, but we are not buying that. Her Ort's powers are quite remarkable. She can fly at supersonic speed, can lift thousands of tons and has the power of telepathy and telekinesis. That means she can see what Hulk is thinking and manipulate him. Even she might be able to turn him into his puny Bruce Banner self. As much as we love Hulk, our green boy, but we don't see him having any chance against Phoenix. So Avengers 1, X-Men 1. Now for the finale, we have Thor vs Professor X. We all know that Thor has too many abilities to keep count. He has superhuman strength, can summon lightning, and access Odin force. So he's basically a god. So how good would he do against an old man with wheelchair? But this is no ordinary old man. This is the Professor. He can get inside people's minds and control them. He can also destroy your mind. And he can control everything pretty much like God. So how on earth can you beat a man like this? The answer is in the question. Because Thor is not from Earth. In the past, Thor has resisted mind control but also fallen victim to it. Like when Red Skull stole Xavier's brain and controlled Thor using that. So, could Thor hit Xavier before Xavier can get control of his mind? Our opinion is that the Professor would get the better of Thor and will control his mind to use his own power against him. So the final result is Avengers 1, X-Men 2. As for a battle royale, we have seen in comics there have been wins and losses to both sides and also draws. Many have suggested that Avengers have most powerful superheroes overall, but then when you have Professor X and Jean Grey as opponent, then anything can happen. So who do you think should win this? Let us know in the comment.